Hi, I'm David Loeb. Welcome to the September 19th edition of Learning Points from the Common Game. On board one, we learned that a preference isn't a raise. The auction begins with dealer passing. East opens one spade. South doubles for takeout. West, with just 7 high card points and no fit, has no reason to act over South's takeout double. So West passes. North isn't strong enough to convert the double for penalty, not even close. They're not strong enough to bid one no. So North bids 2 clubs, which shows a preference for clubs and 0 to 8 points. East has no interest in defending a club contract, so they show their heart suit. South isn't strong enough to bid 3 diamonds. That would show 18 points and 5 or more diamonds. South is short of that and has good defense against hearts, so they'll likely pass. West has a preference for spades, so they bid 2 spades. That isn't a spade raise. It isn't showing any values. It just says, I prefer spades to hearts. And that's where the auction might end. If South chooses to compete to 3 diamonds, East with a self-sufficient spade suit will compete to 3 spades, and they'll wind up there. South's most attractive lead is the diamond ace. When dummy tables and North discourages and declare plays the diamond queen, South has a couple reasons to suspect that the diamond queen is a singleton. If North had a doubleton diamond, they would have encouraged hoping to get a diamond ruff. If declare had 3 diamonds, they might have doubled North's 2 club bid for takeout rather than bid 2 hearts. So South reasonably infers that declares diamond queen is a singleton. The doubleton heart and dummy threatens ruffs, and South wants to limit the number of ruffs, so they switch to a trump to reduce dummy's ruffing power. Let's take a closer look at the play. South leads the ace of diamonds, and as we discussed earlier, South is able to infer that declares diamond queen is a singleton. South doesn't want to see declare ruff hearts and dummy, so they try to decrease dummy's ruffing power by shifting to a trump. And declare isn't sure whether they can ruff any hearts in dummy or not, but they will try a lobbing finesse towards the club king. Now, in the auction, North responded 2 clubs to South's takeout double. South has 3 clubs in their hand. They can see 5 clubs in dummy. It's easy to imagine that North has a 4-card club suit, that clubs are divided 5, 4, 3, 1, and that the club jack is a singleton. South needs to go up with the ace to hold declare to 9 tricks. And South can safely exit a club. Declare can pitch a heart. Declare turns their attention to hearts. South wins their ace and exits a club. Declare ruffs, cashes the king of hearts, and now leads the heart 10 through. If South covers with the heart jack, then dummy will ruff, declare will return to their hand with a ruff, draw trump, and cash their remaining high heart, claiming 10 tricks. South needs to duck here in order to force the spade king out while still preserving their heart stopper. And that's the line that holds declare to 9 tricks. On board 2, West's 1 spade opening bid in 3rd seat is obstructive and lead directional. North overcalls 1 no trump. East raises to 2 spades at favorable vulnerability. South would like to double for takeout, and after a 1-no trump overcall and competition, a takeout-oriented double is called a negative double. Now, because of the 1-no trump overcall, a negative double by South is expected to be converted for penalty anytime that North has 4 or more spades. So it's very risky for South to make a takeout-oriented double. North could have 4 spades, in which case East-West are in a 9-card fit, playing at the 2 level with potentially about half the deck. So South has no interest in defending 2 spades, especially a double 2-spade contract. They have no idea that North's spades are quite so good. Since they can't double for takeout, and because they don't want to defend 2 spades, South will want to compete. So they'll use Lebensohl to compete to 3 diamonds. Now, one of the issues when you have interference in your no-trump auctions is that there aren't enough bids for the partner of the no-trump bidder to show their distribution and their strength. So what Lebensohl does is they give up a natural 2-no bid and use it as a switch, and going through the artificial 2-no bid shows a game forcing hand with a stopper or a competitive hand. And when South bids 3 diamonds after using Lebensohl, that's definitely a competitive hand with diamonds. I'll leave in the notes for this video a link to more information on Lebensohl, as well as a lesson on Lebensohl. So the auction is likely to end in 3 diamonds by South. If West leads a spade against 3 diamonds, declarer can finesse and get rid of 2 clubs. Now declarer is positioned to win 9 tricks and make 3 diamonds. If West leads a diamond, declarer will win in dummy and cash the ace of spades, discarding a club, and will take a ruffing finesse with the spade queen, discarding another club. The ruffing finesse loses, but it puts a lot of pressure on East-West. East-West need to cash out their heart and club winners in order to hold declarer to 8 tricks. On board 3, South passes as dealer. West has a strong hand, and they begin with a 1-heart opening bid. North, opposite a passed hand at favorable vulnerability, wants to make it difficult for East-West to find the right strain and the right level. North singleton spade suggests that East-West likely have a spade fit. Their doubleton heart makes it somewhat likely that East-West have a heart fit, potentially both. North wants to jam the auction, and opposite a passed hand at favorable vulnerability, they do so with a jump overcall to 3 diamonds. Now that's ostensibly a weak jump overcall, but opposite a passed hand, North's hand can be quite reasonable. Here, North has 10 high card points, but still preempting makes sense to jam the auction. Now at this point, East could bid 3 hearts with about 8 to 11 points and heart support. With heart support and slam interest, East would bid 4 diamonds. They would bid the opponent's suit to show a fit and a slam interest. With the 12 support points that they have, it's better for East just simply to jump the game. Their hand is in between what you would want for a 3-heart bid after a preempt and what a Q bid, bidding the opponent's suit, would show. So they show that by jumping to 4 hearts. So a jump after a preempt isn't a preempt. It is a stronger bid than just simply raising partner's suit. The one thing that East shouldn't be doing is showing their spades suit. It's important to support with support. Here, East has 3-card support for West hearts. They have a singleton. They should show that and their game values and bid 4 hearts. Now, West has a strong hand. They have slam interest, but their diamonds look poorly positioned. And there's also, from West's perspective, the potential of a diamond ruff. Now, West should not bid for no trump to ask for aces, or if you play Roman keycard Blackwood, to ask for key cards. Blackwood and Roman keycard Blackwood are checks to ensure that you have the right number of aces, that you aren't missing 2 aces, that you have the right number of key cards, that you aren't missing a key card, and the Queen of Trump, that you're not missing 2 key cards. So it's a check to help you stop when you don't have enough aces or key cards. Here, the answer to Roman keycard won't necessarily tell West whether a slam is available. It's much better for West to show their slam interest by using a control bid. West bids 4 spades to show slam interest and first or second round control of spades. Now, East has already shown a hand that doesn't have much slam interest because they didn't Q bid 4 diamonds. They simply jumped to 4 hearts. East has a diamond singleton. West's control of spades, if it's the ace, rather than a singleton or a void, would help establish East's long spades. So other than East's weak hearts, East should be bullish about the slam potential of their hand. So East uses Roman keycard, if that's your agreement, to ask for the key cards. And if East-West are playing the 30-14 version of Roman keycard, then West will bid 5 clubs to show 3 or 0 key cards. Now on this auction, it has to be 3. If West had 0 key cards, they would not have been looking for a slam over East jump to 4 hearts. So it's definitely the 3. So East knows that they're missing 1 key card, and they ask if West has the heart queen. And they do that with the queen asking bid 5 diamonds. And West doesn't have the heart queen, so they deny that by bidding 5 hearts. East doesn't want to bid 6 hearts when they're missing the heart queen and the key card, so the auction ends at 5 hearts. Now, at tables where there's a similar auction, but East-West play 14-30 responses to Roman keycard, then East will not know or will not have room to ask for the heart queen, so they'll have to guess. They'll probably guess to stop at 5 hearts, and that will be the end of the auction. Now, when you look at the play of the hand, you can see that East-West have plenty of tricks if they can avoid a heart loser. Right? So they're missing the ace of diamonds and the queen jack of hearts. Here the hearts are 2-2, so Declare can play the ace of hearts and king of hearts and doesn't have a heart loser. If North doesn't lead the ace of diamonds, Declare can take all the tricks. 6 hearts, 6 spades, and the ace of clubs brings Declare to 13 tricks. Now, it's not a slam that you'd particularly like to bid because normally it would just have a 46% chance of avoiding a heart loser. If you use the vacant spaces principle after North's preempt, you can conclude that East North likely has around 7 diamonds, which only leaves them 6 vacant spaces that could hold hearts, whereas South likely has 2 diamonds, which leaves them 11 vacant spaces, which could hold hearts. So it's likely that if one of the defenders is going to have 3 hearts, that it would be South. And if North had a singleton Jack or a singleton Queen of Hearts, then Declare could cash a high heart, see an honor fall, and then use restricted choice to finesse against the remaining hearts and pick up the heart suit that way. So vacant spaces improves the probability of the slam to almost 50%. We'll conclude with board 4, where the subjects of right-siding a 3 no trump contract come into play, as well as how to apply your game priorities if 3 no turns out not to be feasible. West begins with the choice between opening 1 spade or passing, or opening a weak 2 spades, although West is really too heavy with their 12 high card points to open a weak 2 spades. Now, West's 6 card spade suit is strong and merits an upgrade. West singleton heart queen isn't carrying its full weight. It merits a bit of a downgrade. But the bottom line is passing or opening a weak 2 spades may cause a game to be missed. West prefers to open 1 spade with their 12 high card point hand. Now, East to club bid is a 2/1 game forcing response. If East-West play a style of 2/1 game force that focuses on shape, which is the style that I like to teach, West's 2 spade rebid shows 6 or more spades. Now East has a choice between bidding no trump or bidding 3 diamonds. East certainly has both hearts and diamonds stopped, but East doesn't have a positional honor in hearts. East has the heart ace, which is a non-positional honor, meaning that the ace will take a trick whether it's led up to or led through. A positional honor like the king or queen benefit from having the lead come up to them rather than taking the risk of being finessed on the opening lead. So in order to right side a no trump contract, you want the partner with the positional honors in the critical side suits to be declaring the no trump contract in order to protect their positional honors from the opening lead. So East bids 3 diamonds to give West the chance to right side a no trump contract. Now West has the singleton heart queen, so they don't have a heart stopper. They don't have a partial heart stopper, so they're just going to bid 3 spades. From East's perspective, they know that West doesn't have a 4 card heart suit because West would have bid 2 hearts over 2 clubs if they had a 4 card heart suit. Now, if West had a heart stopper, they could have bid 3 no over 3 diamonds. And if West had a partial heart stopper, they could have bid 3 hearts over 3 diamonds. So East suspects that West doesn't have a heart stopper and doesn't have a partial heart stopper, so it's very questionable as to whether a no trump contract is viable. East bids 4 clubs to show length in the club suit to bring 5 clubs into play. Now West's spade suit is strong, practically self-sufficient. A diamond contract requires 11 tricks and scores only 20 per trick. A spade contract requires 10 tricks and scores 30 per trick. So West offers 4 spades as the final contract, ending the auction. Now, on this hand, whether declare takes 11 or 12 tricks will likely depend on the play in the club suit. Cashing the club ace and the club king has a similar trick-taking potential to double finessing. Here, the double finesse allows declare to win 12 tricks. If declare tries to drop a doubleton queen and cashes the ace king, then declare will wind up with 11 tricks. At some tables, East-West will land in a 3-note trump contract on board 4, and after a heart lead to the queen and king, declare will feel that they are in the wrong contract. So declare can hold up in hearts, but that will not accomplish anything. Declare will cash the ace king of clubs, hoping to drop the queen of clubs. When the queen doesn't drop, declare could potentially take a spade finesse. And if the king 10 doubleton is on side, then 6 spade tricks will be available. But there's just a 1.6% chance of the spade king 10 doubleton being on side. Declarers should consider, when they're in the wrong contract, what is the likely contract at other tables. Well, some tables will be in 4 spades, some may be in 5 clubs, and while it's likely that 4 spades is making, it's not quite as clear that 5 clubs is making. So declarers should focus on, I'd like to tie the score that a pair in 5 clubs gets if they're going down. I would, if something goes wrong in a 4 spade contract, I'd like to be in a position to tie their score if they're going down 1. So declarers shouldn't be eager to take a 1.6% chance. They should just try to establish their club tricks. This will allow the defense to take their club and their heart tricks, so declare will be down 1 at this point, and declare will need to guess whether to take a spade finesse or a diamond finesse to arrive at 8 tricks, and here it is the diamond finesse that brings declare to 8 tricks. But when you're in the wrong contract, consider what the likely contract is at the other tables, what the likely result is at the other tables, and whether it's possible for you to tie or to beat the score at the other tables. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for playing in the common game. Please visit LoebBridge.com for articles and video lessons to help you improve and have more fun at the bridge table. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel. Please comment and like the video. Thanks again.